Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Discussionverse, and we have to talk about the rebirth of the Alien franchise with our lovable Xenomorph, as the overall success of Alien Romulus has really proven that the franchise is not dead in the water, and studios have faith in bringing back the Xenomorph to the big screen. But before I do that, I really do want to give a huge shout out to everybody that's been tuning into the channel and watching the videos. For your guys' support, all 3 videos that I recently released all hit over 1,000 views, with the most views accumulated being 2,000 views for the Predator video that I did a couple days back. But I can't thank you guys enough. Keep smashing that like button, and also be sure to subscribe if you have not yet, and of course leave a comment. I'd love to interact with you guys. I don't mind responding at all. With that out of the way, let's get into this video. Coming off the success of Alien Romulus, we are going to see a sequel to the film itself, with fedealvarez and his co-writer coming back to helm that. Meanwhile, there has been the FX Hulu show Alien Earth that's been in development since 2020. Now, we did not get a title announcement until much recently, but now we're starting to see the ball rolling with that, and we actually did get a recent teaser for Alien Earth, helmed by Noah Hawley, who is most famous for Legion and also for Fargo, and I think he's going to do a really fantastic job with this show. But along that being made, we're going to get a sequel to Romulus, which I think is going to be really promising, considering that fedealvarez and his co-writer have been talking very candidly about it and wanting to take their time, and I think that's the right approach. You don't want to make a sequel to a successful movie just for the sake of it being successful. Then that really starts to deplete the value of that movie and also of the new movie that you're trying to make. But I think they're in the right mindset, and I think it just goes to show that this movie with Alien Romulus really did bring new life into the franchise. And I also say that because the Alien Earth show, it was announced in 2020, and we didn't get any recent announcements till this year, which I believe was very telling of the studio's hesitancy to move forward with the Alien franchise itself, right? They were waiting to see the success of Alien Romulus and how that does, because if it didn't do well, then all cards are off the table for any sort of franchise within a couple of years. That's how studios end up reacting. It's very reactionary on what movie is about to be released, especially if that movie is a part of a franchise and part of a studio's plan to bring it back to audiences nowadays. Nonetheless, though, I really did enjoy Alien Romulus. Now, there are a few things that I did not enjoy in terms of pacing, just to kind of slim down some of the runtime and maybe put in a little bit more scenes of the Xenomorph going off and attacking everybody and wreaking havoc on the crew prior to them killing the Xenomorph. Though overall, I and other audiences have spoken, it is a great movie, and it did bring new life to a dying franchise, much like Prey brought the life into the Predator franchise. It's very similar, and I'm very glad that both franchises are going to be successful moving forward, because then that means more movies for us, guys. And even then, fedealvarez and Dan Trachtenberg being the guy who helmed Prey and who's working on the new sequels, they've already had some discussions on crossing over the franchise. Now, they have said it's not in a way that we're going to expect like before, where we're going to see instant fighting between an alien and a predator, but they're going to see how that would work out with the new sequels that they're trying to push out. So there's a lot of new life that's coming into the franchise, and you guys can see it. I mean, it's evident from both the Alien franchise and the Predator franchise. So we're going to see a lot of good stuff here. And of course, I do think that Alien Romulus did fare out a lot better than Prometheus and Alien Covenant. And even though there are things that I like with both of those movies, I still have to say Alien Romulus is much better and much more cohesive, and just very good at expanding little segments of the Alien timeline and giving us little glimpses of what else was ongoing while Ripley was in the stasis and floating around in space after blowing Big Chap out at the end of the movie for Alien, which I find really helps expand out the timelines for Alien and for movies like Predator, for example, right? We get little pockets of films and TV series to bring our imagination to life, because I'm sure you were wondering the same thing at the end of Alien. What happened? We know that that perfect organism could not have died by those conditions, considering that it was just blasted out into space. Then with movies like Romulus, you really bring that full picture, then go into the next phase of the story that you want to tell. And I think that was just such a smart move, and I do believe other franchises can benefit from that. As with inter-sequels, as I would like to call them, you can actually expand on the canon while you tell your own story and make it great, such as what they did with Alien Romulus. And I think this movie really stands to that point that I'm making here. You can make a good movie without other movies, and I am also 100% sure that Noah Hawley is really going to deliver with Alien Earth. The premise alone is very exciting, considering that the story is set to follow a ragtag group of soldiers in a recovery team exploring a crashed vessel on Earth, and from that they're going to encounter the alien life form that we know as the Xenomorph, and all hell breaks loose. And I think a series is a perfect place to do this and explore this side of the Xenomorph story. We are likely going to see the seeds of Weyland-Yutani and how their hands are involved in getting a Xenomorph on Earth. I do believe that they're going to be the primary human antagonist in the series, and I think they're going to be a huge threat. As with the Alien franchise, we never get a definitive background for what happened to Earth and what caused the humans to have to go out and colonize and travel through space for years on end just to terraform and hope that the planet can sustain human life. That is pretty interesting on its own, and I think that could be explored here. I also did notice that there was a screenshot in the teaser trailer of the engineer from Prometheus movies, at least a version of the engineer, right? Because we've seen different variations of them with Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Now, the reason why I think it's an engineer is because of the white pale skin and the large black eyes that are all black. So I think we're gonna get some sort of an origin hint, though I really cannot be for certain, and we do have to wait till summer 2025 in order to find out more about this show. Of course, when more details come out for Noah Hawley's Alien Earth, and of course the sequel in development for Alien Romulus by fedealvarez and his co-writer, once the more details come out, I'll definitely make videos on those, because that's gonna be very fun to talk about and explore what little hints that they're going to give us for the Xenomorph franchise as we move forward. Other than that though, guys, that does wrap up this video. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on Alien Romulus and what you think about the franchise moving forward. Maybe any theories that you guys have for Alien Earth and what the sequel to Romulus might be about. It'd be a fun conversation to have, so definitely leave a comment. Before I go, I just want to say, be sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Of course, turn on the notification bell once you guys are subscribed to never miss a new video. Till next time, everyone. Peace.